You know how we often think of reading people as some kind of rare superpower? Well, what if it's not magic at all, but one of the most critical and totally learnable skills in any executive's toolkit? Today, we're going to decode the science that makes that genuine connection actually possible. Come on, be honest. Think about that moment of absolute panic when a name just vanishes from your brain, or that sinking feeling when you realize you've completely, totally misread the room. It's more than just awkward, right? In the world of business, these little connection blind spots, well, they come with a very real price tag. So how do we fix this? Here's the game plan. First, we're going to reverse engineer the mind to really get the basic mechanics down. Then we'll expose the body's data leaks. These are the signals we're all broadcasting all the time. From there, I'll give you a simple protocol so you never, ever forget a name again. And finally, we'll see how belief itself can become your most powerful strategy. First up, reverse engineering the mind. And the whole goal here is to shift our perspective, to stop seeing this as some mystical, magical ability and start treating it like any other skill that we can actively develop. So let's be super clear about this. We're throwing out the crystal ball, okay? We're getting rid of the whole idea of psychic powers. What we're embracing instead is a discipline, one that's based on sharp observation, a little psychology, and really understanding the core mechanics of how we all think and feel. So what are we really talking about here? It's not mind reading, not even close. It's the skill of decoding what's already being broadcast. All those subtle, observable signals that give away a person's internal state. You got to think of it as a skill built on deduction, not on magic. Okay, next up, let's talk about your body's data leaks. This is where things get really interesting, because this is where we get into the specifics of how our thoughts become signals you can actually see. And this is where the theory gets very real, very, very fast. So here's the foundational principle for everything we're going to talk about. Every single thought you have, especially a really focused one, creates a physical ripple effect through your body. It's a physiological process. It produces tangible, detectable reactions. A thought is never just a thought. And just check out this illustration of that mind-body link. It's incredible. The exact same person can generate a feeling of warmth and vitality just by thinking of someone who's alive. And then, seconds later, create a literal physical coldness by thinking of someone who has passed away. These aren't just feelings, people. They're real, physical broadcasts. And it goes way, way beyond just temperature. Your body is constantly leaking data. You know that slight hesitation someone makes? It could be revealing the mental work it takes to recall a long name. That quick glance away, that might signal they just changed their mind about something. These are the tiny subconscious cues we need to start noticing. All right, let's get super practical with our third section, the unforgettable name protocol. Now that we know our bodies are broadcasting all this data, we can use that awareness to fix one of the most common social blunders and turn it into a powerful chance to connect. And here it is. This is the core reason we fail. When you forget a name seconds after you hear it, your memory isn't the problem. Your attention is. You are probably so focused on your own internal chatter, thinking about what you're going to say next, that the name never even had a chance to register. So what's the fix? It's a simple 3-step system. First, you have to truly listen. I mean, clear your mind completely for just 2 seconds. Second, you repeat the name out loud. This is like carving it into your memory with a thick branch in wet sand. It's deep. And third, you reply. But how exactly do you make that name stick? Well, that reply step isn't just about being polite. It's a strategic move. You can offer a specific compliment. You can ask them to spell their name. That adds a visual hook to your memory. Or you could even link their name to someone you already know. Each of these actions anchors that name in a meaningful context, making it almost impossible to forget. And finally, this brings us to the capstone of this entire framework, belief as a strategy. This is where we learn that your mindset isn't just some motivational fluff. It's a functional tool for unlocking your intuition when the pressure is on. Now, this might sound completely backwards, but in high-stakes situations, our analytical mind can actually get in the way. Seriously. When we overthink everything and try to logically figure it all out, we can actually shut down the much more powerful subconscious processing that fuels real intuition. What this really means is that an unshakable belief in your ability to observe and connect, well, it becomes a requirement for success. It literally works like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It silences that internal doubt that would normally sabotage your gut feeling. Think about a world-class jazz musician during a solo.
They are not consciously thinking, okay, now a C sharp, then a G, then an A. No way. They've bypassed the analytical sheet music and are trusting a deeper subconscious flow. That's intuition. It isn't just random guessing. It's a capability we all have, and it's unlocked by trusting the data from all those subtle cues we've been talking about. So, after all this, what's the big payoff? Well, mastering these skills gives you a powerful new toolkit. You gain genuine presence in every single interaction. You develop a deeper understanding of what people really need and what motivates them. You build a flawless memory for what truly matters. And ultimately, you gain the ability to influence outcomes, all through superior awareness. So, I'll leave you with this one last thought. The signals are always there. They're broadcasting from every single person you meet. The information is available. Now that you know what to look for, the only question left is this. In your next meeting, what will you choose to see?